On the 10th of September, the country of Belize recognizes the day as a national holiday, where we acknowledge the battle between the Baymen and the Spaniards in 1798. But in Flowersbank Village, a small community of approximately 150 residents, their acknowledgement extends beyond that singular date. These residents are descendants of some of the very men who participated in that historical event. They are called the Flowersbank 14, who, over 2 centuries ago, broke a tide vote to defend or evacuate Belize, leading to the successful defense in the Battle of St. George's Caye.
I believe many people know that the 14 men who took part in the public meeting who voted yes to stay and fight instead of running away from the Spaniards, that to me is of great significance to this community.
Marilyn Robinson's great-great-great-grandfather was Adam Flowers, a member of the Flowersbank 14. She is also the chairperson of the village and shares how important it is for the generation after her to always remember the legacy of their ancestors.
Adam Flowers, one of the men who was along with the 14, I think he was a priority among them because he also, when it came to running away from the slaves, he was the person who they were fighting along with the judges and the people who were helping them to free themselves from the slave. And he came and settled here in Flowersbank. I'm not sure of the year, but it's in the 1700s. It's not something that's done on a regular basis, but at times we do sit and we talk about, what went on, and so we do a little skit or something that will share and get the children. The younger generation is the one we need to get to understand the importance of these 14 men, because when we are long gone, they will have to take up that and continue with this legacy.
78-year-old Lincoln Flowers is the oldest member of the community and also has a deep connection to the Flowersbank 14 through his great-grandfather. Although his knowledge of his ancestor Adam Flowers is limited, his admiration and respect run deeply. He even named his son after Adam to honor and preserve his legacy.
What happened, I know that at the time when they began to Belize, they have this thing with us, the mother thing, and so that's why Belize still there amongst we. I try to keep it up because then I know that my great-grandfather, my father, and things like that. So I got the last boy and I make sure that the Flowers family got the Adam Flowers back in the village.
While Flowersbank's rich history is rooted in the significant contributions of its people, it also played a pivotal role in one of Belize's major industries in the 17th century. I'm standing in front of the old Belize River, which once served as a transport route for the very mahogany trees now revered as a national symbol. By 1770, the logwood trade had declined, and settlers were harvesting mahogany, the country's primary export until the 1950s. The villagers of this community saved those very same antique tools used during that time, all the way back then. And in their very own museum, those are the items that you will see on display.
These items donated from the villagers, they make up the history of Belize. Like the paddle, what you use to paddle the canoe with. You have to go, like me that live across the river, if I have to come across, I have to back and forth. If the water high or low, I have to in a canoe.
The Flowersbank Village Museum offers an authentic glimpse into the historical essence of Belize. Thanks to the collaboration with the National Institute for Culture and History, visitors can experience this time capsule and learn from individuals like Eleanor Mitchell, who donated an item belonging to her late father, a logwood cutter.
This is a waiter. My dad said that they weigh the logwood with.
Perhaps this was something that was used to kind of balance the logwood to see
how many pounds it have.
The chairman was asking if we have any old antique
That our parent have or grandparent
to donate to the museum.
So that's why I donate this.
They used to use the river, and we know about the Belize Old River. And so people used to, I could remember my uncle and some other men from up the river, Willow's Bank, coming down with the mahogany trees and using those hooks to make sure that they don't get away, jumping on that one, jumping on the other one, hooking them and pulling them together. So I have seen that.
The rich historical background and cultural heritage of this community are key reasons why they hold the Flowersbank Village Festival annually.
I believe that people have been carrying on with that legacy by celebrating those 14 men annually. I think this year is the 15th annual Flowers Bank Festival. And the main thing is to honor those men, to make sure that people know about them. And I believe in Belize, there are lots of people who don't know the importance of this community when it comes to tourism. Because tourists come here, they come to look at the monument, they come and they visit the museum, and even Belizeans maybe don't know that that is happening right here in Flowers Bank.
Robinson says that you can expect activities that are authentically Belizean, from the food to the games.
We're going to be having rice and beans with all those meats, and tamales, Flowers Bank tamales, the best tamales in the River Valley, and I'm going to say it loud and clear. And then for games, we have this special game that we were supposed to do last year, but the fire burned the cohoon trees and we weren't able to get cohoons. But we're going to do instead of lime and bucket, since cohoon is special to Flowers Bank and the cohoon mill, we're going to be having cohoon and bucket race.
And elders like Lincoln Flowers believe that this celebration should extend beyond the community. He sees it as a significant piece of history that holds importance for the entire country.
I see the benefit of what they do. If the mistake of them, we probably be in a bigger problem than what we're in right now. That's why I tell everybody this thing. This thing is not only for Flowers Bank people, this is for the whole country of Belize. This Flowers Bank Day, but who says Flowers Bank Day, which I said Belize.
Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabrina Daly.